In the Star Wars universe, the greatest battles were never just fought with lightsabers, they were fought within. Behind every villain in Star Wars, from Darth Vader to Kylo Ren, lies a deeper story. Not just of good versus evil, but of attachment, ego, and the struggle every human faces, letting go. It's a lesson Zen philosophy has taught for centuries, and no character reveals that lesson more than Anakin Skywalker. Darth Vader, the cost of attachment. Anakin didn't become Darth Vader because he loved too little. He became Darth Vader because he clung too tightly. Zen teaches that attachment is the root of suffering. The tighter you hold on to something or someone, the more fear grows, and fear becomes anger. Anger becomes hate. Hate becomes suffering. Sound familiar? Yoda warned him, but Anakin ignored it. His need to control love, to control fate, to control death itself became his undoing. Zen says, let go or be dragged. Anakin Skywalker's transformation into Darth Vader is a tragic tale of attachment leading to suffering. His fear of losing Padme Amidala drives him to seek unnatural powers, leading to his downfall. As George Lucas explained, Anakin becomes emotionally attached to things, his mother, his wife. That's why he falls, because he does not have the ability to let go. In Revenge of the Sith, Anakin's nightmares about Padme's death consume him. Despite Yoda's counsel to train yourself to let go of everything you fear to lose, Anakin's inability to release his attachments leads him to the dark side. His actions result in Padme's demise, fulfilling the very fate he sought to prevent. Vader's redemption comes only when he relinquishes his attachment to power and saves his son, Luke. This act of selflessness aligns with Zen's teaching that true peace comes from letting go, and that was the only thing that set him free. Emperor Palpatine, the illusion of control. Then there's Emperor Palpatine, the ultimate puppet master. If Zen teaches harmony with the present moment, Palpatine represents its opposite, total manipulation of reality. He controlled governments, people, even life itself. Emperor Palpatine epitomizes the destructive nature of the desire for control. He manipulates events from behind the scenes, orchestrating wars and the fall of the Jedi Order. His belief in absolute control is evident when he tells Anakin, once more, the Sith will rule the galaxy, and we shall have peace. But Zen reminds us, control is always an illusion. The more you need to control, the more fear controls you. Palpatine's empire fell the same way it rose, through deception and force. And all empires built on fear crumble eventually. Kylo Ren. The battle within. Kylo Ren didn't just fight the resistance, he fought himself. Kylo Ren's internal conflict reflects the Zen concept of the false self. Haunted by his lineage and the legacy of Darth Vader, he seeks to forge his identity through destruction. In The Force Awakens, he admits, I feel it again, the pull to the light. His turmoil illustrates the Zen idea that clinging to a constructed identity causes suffering. Kylo clung to the mask of Darth Vader, desperate to be someone else. But Zen teaches, masks only hide suffering, they don't heal it. Kylo's rage was never about power, it was about pain. In The Rise of Skywalker, a pivotal moment occurs when Kylo confronts a memory of his father, Han Solo. This encounter leads him to discard his lightsaber, symbolizing the shedding of his false self and embracing his true nature as Ben Solo. This transformation embodies the Zen practice of self-realization through letting go, and only when he dropped the mask, literally and figuratively, could he find his way back to himself. Darth Maul, fueled by obsession. Few villains burn hotter than Darth Maul. Darth Maul's life is defined by obsession and vengeance. After surviving his defeat in The Phantom Menace, he dedicates himself to seeking revenge against Obi-Wan Kenobi. His fixation blinds him to the present, trapping him in a cycle of hatred. But Zen teaches that obsession is just another form of attachment, a fire that consumes the one who carries it. Maul survived everything except his own need for revenge. He spent his life chasing an enemy until that chase became his prison. Zen asks, what would happen if you stopped running, if you stopped chasing? For Maul, he never found out. Maul's inability to release his vendetta prevents him from finding peace, ultimately leading to his demise. Count Dooku, Pride Before the Fall. Count Dooku was once a Jedi Master. Wise, powerful, respected. Once a respected Jedi Master, he falls due to his belief in his own superiority. Disillusioned with the Jedi Order, he seeks to impose his vision of order upon the galaxy. His arrogance blinds him to the consequences of his actions. But Zen warns about pride disguised as wisdom. Dooku believed he was above corruption, that his vision alone was clear, but pride blinds more effectively than darkness. Zen emphasizes the importance of humility and the beginner's mind, approaching life without preconceived notions. Dooku's certainty in his path leads him away from balance, resulting in his downfall. General Grievous, fear in disguise. General Grievous was terrifying on the outside. A cyborg warlord projects an image of fearsome strength, but his cybernetic body, his collection of lightsabers, his rage, all of it masked fear. His transformation into a machine is driven by fear and a desire to avoid death. His reliance on physical power masks his inner weakness. Zen teaches that true strength doesn't come from armor or weapons, it comes from calm. Zen teaches that true strength arises from inner peace, not external force. Grievous had none. Grievous's dependence on his mechanical body and collection of lightsabers highlights his detachment from the present moment and his own humanity. Grand Admiral Thrawn, detachment without compassion. And then there's Thrawn. Grand Admiral Thrawn is known for his strategic brilliance and emotional detachment. He studies his enemies' art to understand their psychology, using this knowledge to outmaneuver them. In many ways, Thrawn reflects a twisted version of Zen detachment, calm, patient, unemotional. While his calm demeanor resembles Zen composure, his lack of empathy reveals a critical imbalance. Zen without compassion becomes cold cruelty. Zen advocates for detachment paired with compassion. Thrawn's failure to connect with others on an emotional level limits his understanding, ultimately undermining his effectiveness as a leader. Thrawn didn't lose to heroes stronger than him. He lost to hearts braver than his. Because Zen isn't just stillness, it's stillness with heart. The final lesson, Zen and the dark side. Every Star Wars villain shows us a Zen lesson in reverse. Where Zen teaches letting go, they cling. Where Zen teaches presence, they obsess. Where Zen teaches harmony, they control. And yet, that's what makes them powerful teachers. Because sometimes it's not the heroes who show us the path. It's the villains who show us what happens when we leave the path behind. So, what about Marvel villains? If the dark side had these Zen lessons, wait until you see what's hiding in the minds of Loki, Thanos, and even the Joker. Coming soon to Zen and Art of Pop Culture. Flow with this channel. Subscribe for more. Sometimes your greatest teacher is your greatest villain.